Hi, this is a Let's Play of Zelda Classic. My name is Obake-san's Ghost, and I'm playing a custom quest I made, Link's Decision 2, Chronos, The Tears of Fate. Before I start, let me explain. Zelda Classic is a free open source program for the PC that started as an exact remake of Zelda 1 with a quest editor and a place to share homemade quests. They've added a whole bunch of stuff. This quest is from about 2008 version of the game. It has heart container pieces, magic containers, the NES items, a dozen extra items, and SNES Zelda 3 graphics. The current version of Zelda Classic has a lot more than that, so there's a lot of quests that you can play. Whatever the case, this quest is available for download with the hundreds of others at purezc.net. Unlike most of the quests, this one has a big walkthrough online, so it should be a bit easier to follow than most. But anyways, that's Zelda Classic and this custom quest. So let's get started. Ganon has arisen in the land west of Caladia. Ganon has arisen in the land of Caladia, west of Hyrule. Once again, Link is sent to fix the issue with nothing more than a toy shield, and finds a sword. Link always finds better stuff along the way, so there's no need to waste supplies. Link is just told about 6 things to collect and a bunker to retake. The entrance's magic seal can only be broken by collecting all 6 pieces. Only then can Link go after Ganon. So we start out in this nothing place. The only way you could go from here is up. Please find the 6 pieces before the king learns of the incursion. So we got our sword. The mini-map has changed, and there's the music. But let's check out the help cave here first. I will help you around this unfamiliar land if you are lost. So this is going to tell us how to get to the next level. Northwest, you'll find the first dungeon. You can check out the desert to the east to find a shop once you get some money. So you come back here anytime, and this will tell you which dungeon to go to next and how to get there. And the music there was Super Bonk, Juicy Juice. Yeah. I don't remember the levels well enough. Here is a warp that we're gonna have to get back to. I don't have the blue candle yet. We'll forego the desert since I have no money whatsoever. The music here is definitely familiar. Zelda 1, this is an orchestral version of the song. Yep, we got to the river. Can't get there. The river is, it has a button on the other side, so we have to get to the other side to open the bridge. And here is the first dungeon. So, let's see. Level 1 in the present. The way that these dungeons work is there's actually 3 parts to each level. 2 sub-dungeons followed by a full dungeon. And the sub-dungeons are a little bit smaller, a little bit easier, and generally less interesting. The other differences between them, well, hold on. Block puzzles are a big part of this game, so I'll just point out that there's that. And here there is a difference in the 2 blocks. The one on the right has a big flat piece on the top. That indicates that there is a push block there, and every single one in the quest is identified that way. Everything in a dungeon and cave. And so the one item we can get in the sub-dungeon is a heart container piece. That's the only thing there is to find in the sub-dungeon whatsoever. The sub-dungeon will also have a boss at the end who will give you another heart container piece, and then you'll get the dungeon item at the end. This room was just to showcase the push block to make it really obvious that it's different, in case somebody missed it before. And now the passageway takes us to another part of the map. We're way up at the top of the map. I'm hoping for some money from these guys because shop is gonna be coming soon, and the items are useful. So I want to get to that shop as soon as I can. One more passageway. And this room is familiar. You can hear the boss roar for being next to the boss. And it's just a simple Aquamentus. Pretty much tradition for Zelda games' first level. Really easy to beat if you can throw your sword at full health. Otherwise, it's only very easy. Step into the water if you have wounds that need healing. So here's the boss item, and now we can go to the water to refill our health completely, and then exit the dungeon. Now that we have the candle, we can go to the warp, but I'd definitely like to get some more money along the way back. Not gonna mess with those guys, but a obvious burn spot, that's a good sign. What made you think you could just burn your way in? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I knew I shouldn't have planted an orange shrub on the green plains. Well, I've been trying to get into town, but the bridge to the northwest is out. If you think you could get it repaired, this is yours. Well, I'm gonna take this regardless of whether that bridge gets repaired. Next we have the spot to burn. But before we go through that, I'm gonna take a look at the help cave, because I said that was gonna be different this time. Now that we've beaten the first dungeon, it says, I'm sure you noticed the first warp. Follow it to the past, the first dungeon will be a bit different. Yeah, I'd hope it's a bit different, but we'll see. It's not that different, really. Take a look at the mini-map while we're here. Notice that the desert is just to the right, the plains are to our left, and we will go into the warp. This is how they all look. Go to the past, go left, go to the future, to the right. You can keep looping around over and over again. The music here is from Chrono Trigger. This is Minoria Cathedral. Now we're in the past. You can see that the mini-map is different than before. The desert is now quite a ways to our right. We're out in the middle of the plains this time. The warp is in the exact same spot, so that'll be the case for the warp in all three time periods. Even though this place is different, this is still the same starting area. There are still a lot of features. The major features are the same. So the first dungeon is going to be in the same location also. for now, let's look around at what else we can get. Those enemies are a bit advanced for early in the game. They're just there so that you can refill your magic like I was able to do. Shop. That is definitely good, and of course this isn't a shop I can afford anything at. I definitely want the magic shield. The bracelet is a bit more than I can afford, and Fairy's not particularly useful at the moment. There we've got a skull across the river. We'll have to come back to that because we still can't get across the river yet. And here we are at the dungeon in the past. We'll take a look at the bridge to the left this time. It is blocked by something we need the power bracelet for, but obviously I was unable to afford that. Here's a 3-stair warp. Yeah, like the original Zelda game, there are 3-stair warps. This is the one that needs the bracelet, so I can't use it. And now let's take a look inside the dungeon itself. This is the first dungeon in the past. It has mostly the same shape, but some rooms are different. And of course the order of rooms and the layout inside each room is different. So it is a completely different dungeon, but a familiar map. We'll have to go get this. Yep, keys right here. Those gels can be annoying, but fortunately they're easy to dispatch from a distance. Key here, that is generally a good sign. I mean, directions without keys often lead to dead ends or locked doors, so it's usually a good way to follow if you find one. We've got a passageway here. And we're up at the top of the dungeon. So, wall masters can be very annoying, but without other distractions around, they're easy to kill and they do drop a lot of items. Block puzzles, we're going to see a lot of those throughout this quest. We got our compass. So, the boss is southwest from us. And aside from the key, I see that there is a pushable block.